Was your Tyler's back from my SmackDown review for October 13th, 2023. What's today? You know what today is? Friday the 13th. I already did all those, by the way. Last year, by the way. Ugh, that last one, Jason takes my hand. Ugh, no one remind me of that. I did the ones from the, what is it, Pear Mountain, that company that does all those Nickelodeon cartoons, by the way. Yeah, I did those last year. So, Saturday I'll do Open Season Scared Silly. Next Thursday, redo of Halloween Havoc 1997 on the secondary channel. Um, you'll see what the next one will be for, um, what you may call it. Another Halloween review. Again, you're not going to see another video game review until Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, which will be in November, I believe. But anyways, let's get on to SmackDown. This was the season premiere of Friday Night SmackDown, and there were some good things. Actually, this was a really good show. There were a lot of good stuff on this show. We got returning GMs, which I'll save that till we get to it. The people I thought was like, huh? Um, it took place in Tulsa, Oklahoma, by the way. And kicked off with John Cena, make his way to the ring. They show a replay of him and LA Knight defeating Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, and then Cena says, tonight it's going to be a big night, so has to do this right. Cena says, Tulsa, welcome to the season premiere of Friday Night SmackDown, and then out comes the return of Roman Reigns. The last time we saw him was right after SummerSlam. Wait, I think it was the SmackDown after SummerSlam. Yeah. And I'm like, oh god. We're going to do another John Cena Roman Reigns match for their Saudi show. But then I realized, oh wait, John Cena cannot do the Saudi stuff. Which, I don't blame him, because Saudi Arabia is a... I'm not going into that. Okay. Cena said, there's a lot of energy here tonight, and Cena is not here to challenge him tonight because he hasn't earned it. And this led to LA Knight's music hitting. I'm like, okay, Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. Even though he's not going to beat Roman Reigns. So yeah, we're probably going to get that at Crown shit. But then all of a sudden, Jimmy Uso attacks him from behind, and Knight quickly fights back and sends him out of the ring. What was the reason of Jimmy Uso being here? Why couldn't... He should just not be back in the bloodline. Again, this whole thing reminds me of when the NWO remerged in '99, which... January 4th, in October, November, December... 4 months, actually. I will talk about the January 4th Nitro and Raw on the 25th anniversary of that. And then I'll do my Royal Rumble reviews afterwards. I'm not going to tell you what the Rumble reviews will be, because we're 4 months away from the Royal Rumble, basically. So, after my Halloween Havoc reviews, then there'll be the Survivor Series review. Again, I'm not going to tell you after Halloween Havoc 98. Like I said before, 98 Survivor Series and the old 3 Survivor Series are the ones I'm going to talk... I announced already. I'm not going to tell you what the other 2 will be. Stay tuned for those. Yeah, and then Solo will face LA Knight in the main event. Also, Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso will defend the tag team titles against Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. How the hell did they get a tag team title opportunity? And we'll also hear from Triple H. But anyways, let's get on to the... Let's continue on, actually, with Pretty Deadly defeating the Brawling Brutes again. And again, there's no Sheamus on this show. Corey Graves was a fucking idiot. Why couldn't they just left the Raw and SmackDown commentators before SummerSlam the fucking same? Yeah, this match was bad. It was bad. They did a fucking fake injury in the match. The fans know this was stupid and they booed this. Yeah, fuck this match. 0 out of 5. The worst match on the night by far. Anyways, then we get a backstage interview with Carlito, and he is definitely back in WWE, so my Fastlane review, I was correct about that. And you know, that's fine. You know, Carlito, he made the right choice to go back to WWE, actually. But then he gets interrupted by Bobby Lashley, and I'm like, oh god, it's the Ruthless Aggression era back again. Well, then again, though. Then the Street Profits attacks them, and then Bald Eagle runs up and helps, and Lashley and the new Hurt Business walks off. So this would lead to Santos Escobar versus Montez Ford next week. Random. And then Damage Control interrupts. It comes up, and then we get a match between Bayley versus Selena Vega. What the hell is this? Anyways, then the Bloodline is backstage. Roman Reigns asks Jimmy Uso what he's doing. Jimmy says he's trying to be him. Spoiler alert, you're not. And then... And yeah, why? Again, why they split up the Usos? Because fuck tag teams. That's why. And speaking of tag teams, we'll get to that segment after Bayley defeating Selena Vega. By the way, the match was... blah. 2 out of 5. It was better than the first match. Then Damage Control gets in the ring, and then Charlotte runs them off. And spoiler, she's going to get a title match next week. Give the belt to Charlotte, please. Should have fucking had it. She should not lost the championship to Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania. I'm sorry, but Rhea Ripley is a shitty champion. I know it's not the same championship, but boy, I know. We don't live in a perfect fucking world. Anyways, then Triple H comes out. And Triple H picks up and he says the big part of him misses that. It's electrifying here. And then Triple H is out here to call attention. And Bald Eagle was in the ring for some fucking reason. I know it's called Adam Pearce, but I'm calling him Bald Eagle, okay? Talk about the last 3 years as WWE's official, and we got general managers back. Raw gets the Bald Eagle. And Triple H was announced the new GM of SmackDown until... Before I get to it, I thought... Who's going to be the GM of SmackDown? But then Dirty Dom interrupts him. And there's a rain of boos. And Triple H says he couldn't hear him. More rain of boos. And they talk about the Judgment losing to Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso at Fastlane, which, first off, that was an overbooked mess of a match. Why, one of the reasons why Fastlane was not that good of a show, or pay-per-view, I'm sorry, premium live event, but we're still gonna refer to them as pay-per-views. Deal with it. But then Triple H thought they were pumping in the noise, and then Triple H announced the new GM as with sorry, tongue tied. Before that, Mysterio was talking about the injustice with the tag titles and yelling the wrong people. This is the GM of Monday Night Raw, and he needs to be talking about the general manager of SmackDown. And I was like, who is the general manager going to be? And it's Nick Aldis, who was Magnus in TNA. I was like, what? This guy never stepped foot in a WWE ring. I thought who was gonna, you know who I thought who was gonna be the general manager of SmackDown? Chris Park, aka the former Abyss from TNA. I thought he was gonna be the GM of SmackDown, but I was like, no, it's this. And then they cut the chase a month ago with Cody Rhodes entering in a deal to take Jey Uso to Raw and exchange a Raw superstar to SmackDown as the first official act as general manager, and it's Kevin Owens. I was like, you're breaking out Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? You know who I thought was going to go to SmackDown? We could trade to SmackDown? Braun Strowman. But Kevin Owens? I was like, oh god. Here we go again with more boring Roman Reigns, Kevin Owens matches. And Owens just stunned dumb again. Yeah. Anyways, I already mentioned about Charlotte getting a rematch for the Women's Championship of next week, and then she turns face-to-face with Jade Cargill. Why? I'm going to say this again. She's going to get the next Bianca Belair over push, if you know what I mean. Not ready for the main event scene. Getting shoved down her throat, and yeah. Anyways, then we get for the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes defeats the generic creator wrestler and the Punk, Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. They're called A-Town Down Under, but I'm calling them the generic creator wrestler and the Punk. Thank God Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso won. This match was meh. 2.5 out of 5. I'll give it. Shit. Okay. And then Roman, Solo, and Jimmy came out, and I'm like, yeah, whatever. Main event, LA Knight defeating Solo Sikoa. This was a good match. And LA Knight won, and then afterwards, Roman Reigns speared LA Knight at the end of the show. Also, John Cena and Jimmy Uso got involved in this match. Sort of. But yeah. So yeah. Questionable booking for the general managers of Raw and SmackDown. But overall, it was a good show. And it took you 5 years to get GMs again. Whatever. A B. I'll give it a B, yeah. Yeah, a B. I'm going to. This was the part I say, like this, comment, subscribe, blah, blah, blah. I want to talk about the NXT and the AEW Tuesday Night War. WCW was a better product than AEW. Yeah, WWE's NXT show beat AEW in the ratings. Yep, AEW is fucking pathetic. That's all I have to say about that. So, that's all I have to say about it. So tomorrow I'll do my open season Scared Silly movie review. And then I'll do probably another action figure match. Yeah, tomorrow I'll do my next action figure match, which will be Undertaker, Big Boy Braun, and Goldberg to crown the first WWE Championship, which you saw in my ambulance match. Goldberg was inserted into that match. I don't know why I'm talking about it, but yes, you know about that. Anyways, like this, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, and also on Thursday, a review of Halloween Havoc 97 on the secondary channel. Also, DDP and Randy Savage, and Mysterio and Guerrero for the Cruiserweight title, and then H of the Cage. Blah. Anyways, like this, comment, and subscribe to both my channels, and there. Bye. Also, I want LAX to beat Roman Reigns, but I'm hoping for AJ Styles to beat Roman Reigns, possibly at Survivor Series. But yeah, bye. Bye.